I was back home in Southern Oregon a couple months after traveling into Mexico and exploring the region around Puerto Vallarta. That was a really good trip. And although I enjoyed the winters here in Southern Oregon, I was getting a little bit anxious to hit the road again and go back and explore more of Mexico. Ashland, the city of Ashland, Oregon, in Southern Oregon, is a sister city to the city of Guanajuato in central Mexico. And I had talked to a number of people that live in this area that have been to Guanajuato and the neighboring city, about an hour and a half away, of San Miguel de Allende. And both those cities are very popular with American and Canadian tourists. And I wanted to go and explore those two cities and that region. What really made the deal happen, though, is that I was able to locate an expat who lives in San Miguel de Allende, who is a motorcycle enthusiast, and I was able to rent one of his adventure motorcycles for a 8-day solo trip on the region and into the Sierra Gorda. Wow. All I have to say is that was a bucket lister. Well, this video is going to be a little bit of a teaser because I'm putting together a series of more detailed videos on my adventures solo motorcycle riding in central Mexico. But if you'd like to see a little bit about what those adventures and those videos are going to be, come and join me on this little ride in my teaser video through central Mexico. So some of my friends and family say, Bruce, you're in your early 70s and you're wanting to go alone to Mexico, and not to Cancun, but to central Mexico. And then you want to rent a motorcycle and travel where gringos don't travel for more than a week. What are you thinking? Well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to have a great time and a wonderful adventure. I always get asked, aren't you afraid? And I'll tell you right now in a single answer, no, I'm not. I think fear is what keeps people from expanding their horizons to a certain extent. And I've traveled somewhat extensively through all of Central America, and I'm rediscovering Mexico now that I'm in my 70s. So I packed my travel bag, got me a flight, traded in some airline miles, and decided to just use local buses and my feet and go and explore Guanajuato and San Miguel de Allende before picking up the motorcycle about a week or so into my trip. Some people say that Guanajuato is the most beautiful city in all of Mexico. It is a very colorful university town of about 200,000 inhabitants. The area was settled by the Spanish in the mid-1500s when silver was discovered nearby. The city was built on a steep hillside and riverbeds that flooded in the 1700s and destroyed much of the city. The city was rebuilt, and many of the riverways were converted into subterranean tunnels that currently are used to route traffic and people around the city. Guanajuato was also one of the centers of the Mexican Revolution in the early 1800s. Now it is a very walkable and enjoyable city to spend a few days, if not a few weeks, exploring its charm. All right, I made it on the bus, heading over to San Miguel de Allende. San Miguel de Allende is another wonderful, beautiful city in central Mexico. It is a similar sized city as Guanajuato, but it has a different, more upscale feel to it. There are relatively expensive boutique shops, hotels, and restaurants that feed many of the expatriates who live in this town from North America, including Canada and the United States. It's an enjoyable city to visit, but it lacks perhaps some of the rustic charm of real Mexican pueblos. After a few days exploring San Miguel, I went and picked up the motorcycle and I was off on my 8-day adventure. All right, so my ride today to Santa Rosa from San Miguel is about an hour and a half. So I'm going to do a round trip. Total riding time will be about 3 hours, although I'll stop along the way, go out and sightsee, get some lunch. Hola. Buenas tardes.
¿Entiende español bien?
No. Habla español un poquito. Yeah.
¿Viene de la zona arqueológica?
Yeah, it's Cerrado.
Cerrado, close de Mandy. Es de mañana.
En mañana.
Mañana a domingo.
Okay. Entiendo. Okay, I made it. I found the central square just using my instincts, I guess, from so many years of travel. So it's behind me here. Helados. Tequila. Helado con tequila. Oh, it looks like there's an accident here. Oh my gosh. Got to go by. Fires off in the up ahead of me. I think they're ranchers that are burning some of their land. I'm not sure why. All right, I stopped off, so I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm not going to make it till dinner, and got a nice little stand here. This lady's giving me a nice little meal. Wow, look at this. Should have waved. And so I'm getting a Coca-Cola too. So this should be good. Fill me up. Yeah, sí. Ciao. All right, I'm off. Alright, I did it. I'm up as far as you can go without a permit. That's where it ends. It starts to get rocks on the Pena de Bernal, which is right behind me. Look at Okay, I had to stop again to show the route that I'm taking since I can't really do it on the bike. You can see the road over there. That's what I took up and over and down into the valley way back over there is where I started, and keep going this way. This is a terrific ride on the motorcycle. Miguel de Allende. Okay, I made it to Pena de Allende. There's my hotel in the background. One right there in green. A dog that's on a leash, thank goodness. Uno más, uno más, uno más. Hey, bueno, muy bueno, muy bueno, muy bueno. Hey, Pedro, you too. You're in it too. How you doing, Pedro? Mi amigo. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo? And here's a view of Miguel de Allende. Right underneath my hotel is a tamale stand, and they have tamales and coffee, so I'm going to be good to go here. I don't have to walk very far for breakfast. All right, it looks like I'm going off the tarmac. I don't really have the tires for it on the GS here, but I'll see how I can do. Wow, look at this terrain that I'm on. This is a canyon, and I've still got a few clicks to go. People live back here. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable that this was settled in the 16 or 1700s. Oh, it just blows my mind. You know, I feel like I'm going to meet up with Indiana Jones any minute now. This is like a lost valley. Okay, so as if I haven't had enough adventure today, I decided to go ahead and turn down this road that's leading to a river. I can't remember right now what the name of it is. I'll put it down here. But it's a steep road, goes down into this canyon. You can see it down there. And I just had a guy in a taxi stop by, and you know, my broken Spanish. He said it's about 10 minutes on my motorcycle, and I asked him, can I make it on the bike? And he said, yeah, he's in a taxi, so I should be able to make it on El Moto. So there we go. This is going to have to be it for me today, because I got to get a place to stay tonight. All right, I made it. Estacionamiento, which means parking. Estacionamiento. Here's the river. I don't know if it's much to look at, but public parking lot. Estacionamiento is cerrado. Well, that was a bit of a disappointment. In this case, the destination was a bust, but the journey was fun, riding down this dirt and gravel road. It's a nice diversion, and it really didn't take me that far off of my schedule. I'll still get to my destination for the night and within the next hour. Okay, I've arrived in Yalpan de Sierra, and I'm gonna have to get my bearings and look for a place to stay for the night. It's gonna have a estacionamiento, a place to park my bike. I'm sitting in the bank. I've been here about an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm not sure why it takes them so long to get my card. I spoke to about 3 people, and the last one was the director of the bank, so maybe here he comes now. All right, finally, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. It's just been a snail's pace. The mission here is actually called Santa Maria de Agua. It's in the town of Landa, but the mission itself I thought had the name of Landa, but it's not. It's Santa Maria de Agua. Here's where I turn, Mission Telaco, or the mission is there. I don't think it has the name of Telaco. Another fabulous mission here in Telaco. This one is called San Francisco de Valle, and it was started before the Franciscans came out here, but completed later. And it's in this rural valley in another very small pueblo, almost at the dead end of the roads, well, at least the paved roads anyhow. Well, here I am parked on the side of the road. I'm heading up towards mission number 4, which is about 24 kilometers from me, and it's foggy. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. It's gonna get dark, and I just think it's probably better that I turn around here and head on back. All right, I'm leaving Yalpan. Me voy ahora. Listo. Wow, it's beautiful. It's another pueblo that sits down in a valley. Mi amigo, you're in the middle of the street. There it is, coming into the pueblo. Wow. Well, I just had a nice chat with mi amigo there. Adios, Santiago. He said his name was, and so I could understand, about half of what he was saying. Very nice, but he told me to despacio, which means go slow here because it's really foggy. I'm heading into Cielita. He helped me with the pronunciation too, Cielita. People here are so friendly though. But yeah, he just was curious about what I'm doing here and where I'm from. So I'm gonna go slow. I got about another 10 clicks to go. Bienvenidos a Cielita. Cielita. So here I am. It's really foggy. And the commercial area I just drove through back there, which is crazy. I need to find a hotel, so I think that's the first thing on my agenda. Get my orientation. Okay, I got a couple hours left this afternoon, and one of the things I wanted to see was this Edward James. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he's got these gardens that he built. They're unfinished, all done in concrete, and it's you know, one of the things to do and to see here. So I'm going to head out and see if I can find that. It's only a few minutes away. Okay, let's see. Do I go up or down? I'm not sure. Cielita. Well, it's as I thought, was going to be a little wet today and rainy getting out of here. It should dry as I go, but it's going to be it's going to be foggy and damp, at least for maybe a couple hours. It's getting late. It's almost 5. I've done 250 clicks so far, and I still got a ways to go. But look at that view, though. I'd say I'm tired, but it's been worth it. Man, it's wow. It's a great ride. Well, it's 6:30 now. It was a long day. I did 300 kilometers plus of riding, and left this morning at about 9:30, so it was a pretty long day. I had a lot of stops to take photos and you know, eat and other stuff too. And then I of course got misplaced, let's say almost lost a couple times too, and so that delayed the time. And it's just slow going in Mexico. It's slow going, but I got good news. Randy, who's got the moto from here, is going to let me have it for one more day, because otherwise I'd have to get up early and get to San Miguel. So that's good. I don't have to take it back until the following day. And the second one is I came to this place here called I got to think of the name of this, you know, Mineral Deposites. I'll write it down if you're I don't remember right. Anyhow, it's a mining ghost town, and I mean, it's still people living here, but that'll be interesting to explore tomorrow. And I got a great hotel. Well, that's where I was last night. Wow, what a night, what a place. I'll tell you, I think I had a little too much fun for a 72-year-old man. All right, I'll just stay on this straight line here, and I'm off to San Miguel to my hotel, and just about wrapping up my trip. Well, that's it for today. I gonna have to turn the moto in to Randy tomorrow after 8 days of a fantastic riding adventure in the mountains and hills of central Mexico. Wow. So I probably said the word wow a billion times. Probably get sick of hearing me say that. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the notify button too. And I will see you next time on one of my senior moments.